Today I'm going to be making a stuffed spicy meatloaf. Take a look at it. Big and fat and moist and very, very hot. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. I'm going to be using 2 pounds of ground beef. On this plate I have some cilantro, some tomatoes diced up, some hot jalapenos. This is about a half of a large onion diced up. Some breadcrumbs from the loaf that we made in the last video. And I've got some hard-boiled eggs. I've got 5 here, but we're only going to use 3. But I always make extra because Joe and Josh likes to steal my eggs from me. So I'm using the magic bullet cup and dumping all the ingredients off the platter into the cup. Well, not doing a very good job of dumping it in, right? But don't worry, nothing's going to go to waste. The counter is clean, so all we have to do is sweep up this mess, put it in our magic bullet cup, and then walk it over to the sink where I'm going to add a little bit of water from the faucet, then put it on the base and blend to make my puree. So now back over to the counter, you guys, where I'm dealing with the meat. And what I'm going to do is put a light dusting of salt and black pepper on one side, flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. This usually ensures that it gets enough seasonings, all right? So the next thing to do is to add my breadcrumbs and then add my puree. Just get it all in there. This is going to make it so good. And look, for my Belizeans, I'm doing Mary Sharp. It's going to burn. It's going to burn in here tonight, guys. Anyways, back to what we're doing. So go ahead and mix the meat in, mix all the stuff in the meat really, really well. And there's one ingredient I left off because it's optional. You can add an egg to it if you want to. For the people who don't eat egg, that's fine. You don't have to put it in. Just go ahead and mix this really well. Then I use half of the meat on my plate here and I shape it into the shape of a loaf as best as I can. And I use my fingers to just go ahead and build a little trench. Now this trench is to receive the hard-boiled eggs, okay? So before I get to the eggs, I want to put a little bit of enchilada sauce on the bottom of my dish. And look, I'm using my beautiful new dish from my friend Sharon. So I put a little bit of the enchilada sauce. I always have this on hand. I told you guys that when I did the stuffed cabbage, we never run out of enchilada sauce in this house. And I put the bottom piece in with my little trench here. And then I add my eggs, and I'm going to use 3 eggs like I told you. And then what I want to do is go ahead and do the next piece of the meat the same way. So this is the top half. So go ahead and shape it to the same size as the bottom half, build my little trench, then put the lid on, and then just go ahead and seal it up on all sides. Just gonna pinch the meat, seal it up, you know, shape it up with your hands, and smooth it off. Look, it's a beautiful loaf, right? So now at this point I could put enchilada sauce again at the top if I want to, but that's kind of hot and spicy, and I want that for the bottom. So for the top I want it to be a little bit sweet, so I'm doing some ketchup with a little bit of water. And of course, if you don't have enchilada sauce, you can also put that on the bottom, but I just wanted this on the top. And I'm going to lavishly brush it on with my barbecue brush. And I have the oven preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to stick it in here for an hour and a half and just let it go. And I'll see you guys at the end. I'm sure you've seen meatloaf like this before with the boiled egg stuffed in the middle, but I promise you've not tasted a spicier meatloaf than this. I have to really pepper it down when I'm making meatloaf because not everyone in the family likes meatloaf. And so it's something that I have to really offer only once or twice a year. And if it has a lot of pepper in it, then they'll eat it. Today we're going to eat it with mashed potatoes and some steamed vegetables. And we're going to thoroughly enjoy this. I like it when it has the eggs in the middle. And, you know, I like all types of meatloaf anyways. You can make it more rare if you cook it a little bit less time. I cooked it for an hour and a half because I didn't want any kind of pink at all in my meat when I cut it open. If that occurs, Joe is not eating it at all, okay? So I want to thank you guys so much for watching the show. If you like the video, hit like below. Share it with your friends and family for me. And remember, this weekend, this Sunday, at 3 o'clock California time, I'm going to be streaming some parts of Jada's graduation party for you guys to see. I have some surprises going on, some cultural things that I want to share with you guys because I know people from all over the world watches the show. And I really want to share a part of our culture, or Belizean culture, with you guys, okay? So maybe I can pop in with a quick video again before Sunday to remind you guys. I'm going to post it on Facebook and Instagram and every place else I can post it when we're streaming. And I know you guys are going to enjoy watching what's going on. Thanks again, guys. Until I see you again, take care. Please check out my review channel right here on YouTube. It's called Bear Pantry Talk. Also, check out my vlog channel. It's called Babs Bear Talk.